This disclaimer image establishes the channel's mission to help busy home cooks break down complicated recipes into simple visual step-by-step guides. The legal disclaimer ensures transparency about recipe sources and viewer responsibility. Bucatini alla matriciana. A classic Roman pasta dish featuring thick, hollow bucatini noodles tossed in a vibrant tomato sauce with crispy guanciale, cured pork jowl, a hint of red pepper flakes, and finished with sharp Pecorino Romano cheese. This quick 25-minute recipe highlights the beautiful contrast between sweet-tart tomatoes and rich, fatty pork, no onion or garlic needed. Simple, authentic, and deeply satisfying. Here is the written ingredient list for Bucatini alla matriciana recipe guide. This recipe keeps things beautifully simple. You only need 9 ingredients to make an authentic Roman pasta dish. Start with 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, which will be your cooking fat. The star of the show is 6 ounces of guanciale, which is Italian cured pork jowl. It's fattier and more tender than bacon, and it gives the sauce its signature richness. If you can't find guanciale at your local store, a good quality pancetta works as a solid backup. You'll need 1 teaspoon of red pepper flakes for a gentle kick of heat and 1/2 cup of dry white wine to deglaze the pan and add a touch of acidity. For the tomato base, grab 1 28-ounce can of whole peeled tomatoes. You'll crush these by hand yourself, which is easier and more fun than it sounds. Keep kosher salt and freshly ground black pepper nearby for seasoning as you go. The pasta itself is 1 pound of bucatini, those thick spaghetti-like noodles with a hollow center that catches all the sauce, though regular spaghetti or penne will do just fine if that's what you have. Finally, you'll want plenty of finely grated Pecorino Romano cheese, a sharp and salty Italian cheese that brings everything together at the end. Before you turn on the stove, let's get everything ready so the cooking goes smoothly. First, take your guanciale and cut it into roughly 1/4 inch thick strips or bite-sized chunks. Don't go too small because the bigger pieces stay wonderfully tender as they cook. Next, open your can of whole tomatoes and crush them by hand right into a bowl. Just squeeze them through your fingers until they're broken into rough pieces, and make sure you pour in all the juices from the can too. Those little bits of tomato will give your sauce a lovely rustic texture. If you prefer a smoother sauce, you can blend them instead, but hand-crushed is the traditional way. Then grate your Pecorino Romano nice and fine. The finer it is, the more easily it will melt into the hot pasta later without clumping. Lastly, fill a large pot with water, salt it generously until it tastes like the ocean, and bring it to a rolling boil. Having this ready means your pasta can cook while the sauce simmers and everything comes together at the same time. Now for the fun part. Everything moves quickly from here, so stay close to the stove. Heat your tablespoon of olive oil in a large skillet over medium-high heat until it shimmers. Drop in the guanciale pieces along with the red pepper flakes and cook them together, stirring every now and then for about 5 minutes until the pork is lightly browned and a bit crispy on the edges. You'll see the fat rendering out into the pan, and that's exactly what you want. Next, pour in the white wine. It'll sizzle in steam, so don't be startled. Use a wooden spoon to scrape up all those delicious browned bits stuck to the bottom of the pan. That's pure flavor. Let the wine cook down until it's nearly all evaporated, about 3 minutes. Now add your hand-crushed tomatoes with all their juices. Bring everything to a gentle simmer and season with salt and black pepper. Let that bubble away softly while you cook the pasta. Drop the bucatini into your boiling salted water and cook it until it's just shy of al dente, about 1 minute less than what the package says because it will finish cooking in the sauce. Before you drain it, scoop out at least 1 cup of that starchy pasta water and set it aside. Using tongs, transfer the pasta straight into the sauce along with about 1/4 cup of that reserved pasta water. Crank the heat to high and toss everything together rapidly. The starchy water will help the sauce thicken and cling to every noodle. Once the pasta is perfectly al dente and the sauce is coating it nicely, pull the pan off the heat, sprinkle in your grated Pecorino Romano and stir quickly to melt it into a creamy, cohesive coating. Taste it, adjust with more salt or pepper if needed, and serve right away with extra cheese on the table for anyone who wants more.